Mad, Sick, Reggaeville.
Reggaeville family, welcome to Kingston, Jamaica, and welcome to my yard, Munchy's yard. I have a wonderful guest with me, cute like a friend of mine, Shanique Marie. Welcome, my girl. How is everything?
Munchy, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here with this cute little host. Yeah, everything's been great. I'm just trying to make the most of the music, and I'm just glad to be here with you today.
Glad you're here. I'm bringing the music, of course. We're gonna hear some little piece as well, hopefully. But of course, let's talk about you a little bit at first, because you have an amazing voice. I've been following your works for the longest while through Gavin Equinox Music, and I'm pretty sure that this voice doesn't drop on you like out of the blue, right? So tell me, how was the upbringing like, and when you first hit a note in your life?
Sure. All right, well, I'll first of all start out by saying my mother has this theory that she was such a great singer, and that when she had me, she felt all of her vocals come through her body, and then she couldn't sing anymore. There is no evidence that she could ever sing, but I'll allow her to go ahead with that story. But I grew up very close to my extended family, so I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and they listened to like a lot of Charlie Pride. I feel like there's a hair in my face. Let's get those. They listened to a lot of like Charlie Pride and Skeeter Davis and all those people. So I spent spending a lot of time with them, and just grew up around music. And my grandfather used to play the guitar, and my grandmother used to sing. So it was just, it was kind of in my blood. I actually have a baby picture of me with one of my little rattle toys, and I'm like this. And I think I must have been like 1+. So yeah, I've been singing for a long time, been exposed to, and that's why I sing mostly jazz. It's kind of what I've been exposed to from so early. And then I started singing in the church, and everybody was like, wow, what a voice for a small body. And I've just been singing ever since. I've been singing from forever. Yeah, so, that's kind of just where the upbringing came from. And as I said, I started in the church, and then I was performing with Father Holang and Friends, which is a big group here, that's a gospel traveling group. So I used to tour with them as well. And then after that, I was the musical director in my choir at school, in high school, and we even went to festival, and I think we had gotten gold that year that I had made the arrangements and composition. And yeah, and then after that I represented Jamaica in the World Championships of the Performing Arts, where I was offered a managing contract, but mommy said school to the thing. So that did not happen. And yeah, and then I started singing jazz, Red Bones, for a lot of organizations like Petra Jam, and God, it's just my life. Singing has been my life. So I'm glad now that I feel like now is the time, and I'm finally really getting to pursue. I was Shans and I was doing dance hall, and then I just didn't feel like that's where I was supposed to be. And then one day Gavin and I found it. We just found a song, and we were like, yes, this is the sound, reggae jazz. That's what it's gonna be. So I'm glad that I'm now pursuing my true musical passion, and that's where I am now.
And we're happy that you reached the point. You mentioned Gavin already, Equinox Music. You work with him. He also produced your EP that is out already. Yes. How is working with Gavin? And I figure you could have just worked with any producer out here, but it's Gavin you're working with, so there must be some special vibe about this.
Gavin is a special individual. For anybody who knows Gavin, they'll know that he is strange. But working with Gavin is amazing, because there are visions that he gets, and he'll be like, let's work on this, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. That's not going to work. And then he finally gets me to do it, and then we drop it, and it's amazing, and it's killing the place. And I'm like, I have to trust Gavin. He's really just a really creative soul. He's very unique, and he sees what I want, and he's able to take all my little scraps and make it into something great. And so people are always like, don't you want to work with so and so producer and so and so producer? I mean, I'm always open to working with other people, but there's just something about Gavin and Equinox where I just feel like this is home, and they are able to create Shanique Marie for exactly who she wants to be, how she wants to sound, and the market that I really want to get through. And he definitely has kept me grounded and has guided me, because sometimes I just want to do what I want to do and it may not necessarily be the best thing for Shanique Marie as a brand. So I'm definitely thankful.
Yeah, man.
Thankful.
Yeah, man. We love Gavin.
You just can't not. Even when he ticks me off, I have to be like, it's Gavin. You have to love Gavin.
Right, definitely. And the result of the work is the EP I mentioned already. It is out, and for the longest while, and it's a good thing now I have you here, so you can tell me, how am I supposed to pronounce the title? Uno?
Yes. Uno.
So you're a good card player, or where does that come from?
Uno, like uno, dos, tres, Spanish. And it's like dimensional in how we came about that name. Uno being one, being first. It's my first official EP. It's my first time really seriously pursuing my music. It's my first time as Shanique Marie, as a reggae jazz vocalist, and it's going to be number one to somebody out there. So that's how we came to the name Uno. It just felt right. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be one on everything, one for everything. So that's the name of the EP.
I really like the project, and because of it's musically very, very interesting. Because you said reggae jazz is your genre,
Right.
but even within the project, you have dub vibes,
Yes.
you have the jazz vibes, you have some popish
Pop in
vibes
there,
as
like
well,
Reggae,
reggae, right?
yeah.
So I mean, maybe you would want to introduce a little bit for those who haven't listened to the project as yet, and tell us what's it about.
All right, so as Munchy said, I mean, you described the EP for exactly what it is. Even though I'm a reggae jazz vocalist, we kind of wanted to give it a little holistic feel. So it's not limited to the reggae jazz. It just has a mixture. As you said, it has a little dub. There's a dub tune there, and even throughout the other songs, there's like little dub. Little inclinations of dub in it, and there's no like raw jazz, but like Walk Away gives you that old classic reggae feeling, like you'd think of a Marcia Griffiths when you're listening to that song. There was a selector who said it just feels like a familiar song, like you know it from long time, like you heard it a long time ago. And then so Dub Me is the dub song, and then there's Breezy Day, which kind of has that crossover popish feel to it, but you know, at the end of it, we go into the music so loud, like a club rocking. I mean, the album is just, I made it with the intention of reaching out to everyone. Like, there's something on the album for everybody to love. There's, even if it's one song, Uno again, even if it's one song, there's something on it that everybody can identify with and can jam to. So it's not limited to just one sound and one feel.
So, of course, if you're curious now how that sounds like, you can just check it out, because Uno is out there already. You can get it on iTunes. And of course, Shanique, for the fans out there, what can they expect from you? Because I heard a little something about we might see you live over there in Europe sometimes. So tell me what's coming up from your side.
Well, there's some things in the woodworks. I don't know. Gavin would have to tell me what I'm allowed to release. I mean, you're a Munchy, so you know you have VIP access to everything. But and you know that you are like family to us at Equinox. But there summer I should be in Europe, all going as planned. So as soon as those bookings are concrete, then you know you'll be one of the first, if not the first person to know. And we have some other songs that we are working on, and we are even thinking about doing a mixtape with my darling Calipi, my new party, Coconut Jelly Man. For all of you who haven't seen the video, and for all of you who don't know who Calipi is, which you shouldn't not know, you can check it out. So we're working on that, and hopefully another EP. Now we just kind of want to, I mean, we're out there in Europe, we kind of want to get more of a Jamaican presence now. But I'm just really excited about summer. Like, I'm just hoping that everything that we have planned comes out, and then we'll definitely need to have another one of these sit downs.
Yeah, man, definitely. Definitely will have that. I'm looking forward to seeing you over there, to share with all the people over there your wonderful music. So for now, definitely, first of all, thank you so much, Shanique, for joining me here at Munchy's Yaad. And of course, now this is your little time, your space, your microphone, everything, your camera. So apart from, of course, you're gonna give us a little jam still, but a little a cappella maybe, so that the people can hear your wonderful voice.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Shanique.
What do I sing? You're not the one I love, you're not the one I need, but when I see your face, yes, you know you're my sweet and dandy. Yes, you know, 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 you're my sweet and dandy. Yes, you know, you're my sweet and dandy. Yay!
Mad, sick, Reggaeville.